Have you ever considered the life of a single tear? It is born from a hidden source deep within us. It emerges into the light for a single, specific purpose. It travels a short journey across the world of an eye, and then it makes its final dramatic fall. It lives for only a few moments, a transient messenger of our deepest feelings, before it vanishes forever, wiped away, evaporated, or absorbed into the skin it was meant to trace. Is there a more tragic existence? To be born only to fall. To exist only to disappear. Today we embark on a journey to understand the life, the purpose, and the beautiful, fleeting tragedy of a tear. Is it truly the worst thing to be born as? Or is there a profound beauty in its ephemeral life? Before a tear can fall, it must be created. Deep behind the upper outer corner of your eye, nestled in your skull, lies a sophisticated and silent factory, the lacrimal gland. This almond-sized gland is the birthplace of all our tears, a biological marvel that responds not just to our physical world, but to the very landscape of our soul. It holds the water, the salts, the oils, and the proteins that will combine to form a perfect droplet. When the signal comes, whether from a speck of dust or the weight of a memory, this gland springs into action. But it's a master of its craft, creating different blends for different occasions. To understand the life of a tear, you must first know its family. They belong to three distinct groups. First, there are the basal tears. These are the silent, diligent workers you are producing right now. A thin film of them constantly coats your eyes, a three-layered shield keeping your vision clear and your eyes healthy. The life of a basal tear is one of humble, essential service. It is born, it spreads across the cornea, and it quietly drains away without fanfare. Its purpose is purely functional. Second, we have the reflex tears. This family is born of alarm. They are the emergency response team. When an external irritant invades the eye, smoke, dust, or the potent chemicals from an onion, the brain sounds a siren. The lacrimal gland is commanded to open the floodgates. Reflex tears are a deluge, a powerful wash cycle for the eye, designed to flush out the invader. Their existence is sudden, purposeful, and born not of feeling, but of physical necessity. They fall, they wash, and they are gone. And finally, there is the most famous, the most poetic, and the most mysterious family, the psychic or emotional tears. These are the tears of joy, sadness, grief, and overwhelming beauty. They are born not from a physical trigger, but from an emotional one. When you experience a feeling so powerful that your mind can no longer contain it, your limbic system, the emotional core of your brain, sends a signal. It tells the lacrimal gland that a message must be sent, a physical expression of an intangible feeling. And so an emotional tear is born. Its life is not about lubrication or flushing. Its life is about communication, release, and catharsis. Here is where the story takes a fascinating scientific turn. An emotional tear is not just salty water. It is chemically different from its siblings. Groundbreaking research in the 1980s by biochemist Dr. William H. Frey analyzed the composition of different tear types and made a stunning discovery. Emotional tears contain significantly higher concentrations of protein, as well as several stress hormones including prolactin, adrenocorticotropic hormone, ACTH, and a natural painkiller called leucine-enkephalin. Think about what this means. When you cry from sadness or stress, your body is literally removing stress-related chemicals. The tear is a vehicle, carrying away the biochemical burden of your pain. Its fall is not just a symbol of release, it is a physiological release. The tear is born from your suffering, and its purpose is to carry a part of that pain away from you. Its disappearance is a tiny physical act of healing. This is why a good cry can feel so cleansing. It's not just in your head. Your body is performing a kind of emotional exorcism, one droplet at a time. The emotional tear, therefore, has the most profound and selfless purpose of all. It is born from your suffering, and it dies to alleviate it. It's incredible, isn't it, that something so small can carry the very chemistry of our emotions. Have you ever felt that profound sense of relief after crying, as if a weight has been lifted? Science says you're not imagining it. We'd be fascinated to hear in the comments about a time a good cry helped you feel better. And if you're finding this journey as fascinating as we are, a simple like on this video helps our channel more than you know by telling the algorithm to share this kind of deep dive with others. This chemical release is only part of the tear's story. We also have to consider its journey. Once born, the tear travels across the world of the eye. Its most basic job is to care for the cornea, the transparent front part of your eye. The cornea has no blood vessels, as they would obscure vision. This means it needs another source for oxygen and nutrients. The tear is its liquid lifeline, delivering oxygen directly from the air and containing powerful antibacterial agents like lysozyme, an enzyme that can destroy certain bacteria in seconds. So the tear is a transport system, a shield, and a source of life for the window to our soul. But for an emotional tear, the journey doesn't end in a quiet drain. Its destiny is more dramatic. When emotion floods the system, the lacrimal gland produces tears faster than the eye's drainage system can handle. The tear well overflows. The droplet gathers at the edge of the eyelid, a perfect, glistening sphere held together by surface tension. It trembles, reflecting the world upside down in its tiny surface. It has reached the precipice. This is its moment of climax. It lets go. The fall of a tear is a silent scream. It traces a path down the landscape of the face, a warm, wet line against the skin. It carries with it the full weight of the emotion that created it. It is the physical manifestation of a feeling that was too big to remain invisible. For this brief final journey, the tear is a public declaration. It says what words cannot. It communicates vulnerability, humanity, and deep feeling to anyone who sees it. It transforms an internal state into an external signal, a plea for empathy, a shared moment of humanity. It is liquid poetry, written on the canvas of the skin. And then, just as quickly as it appeared, its life ends. It might be met by a comforting hand and wiped away. It might fall onto a surface and evaporate, returning to the air from whence its water first came. Or it might simply dry on the cheek, leaving behind a faint, salty trace, the ghost of an emotion. Born to fall, born to disappear. Its entire existence is a fleeting, beautiful arc from creation to oblivion. So, we return to our original question. Is it the worst thing to be born as a tear? Its life is brutally short. Its destiny is to fall and vanish. It is a symbol of our most painful and vulnerable moments. From this perspective, its existence seems undeniably tragic. But let's look at it another way. What if its short life is what makes it so meaningful? The tear does not live for itself. It is born into selfless service. The basal tear works tirelessly to give us the gift of sight. The reflex tear acts as a fierce protector, sacrificing itself to cast out harm. And the emotional tear performs the most profound service of all. It helps to heal the soul. It carries our pain away. It communicates our deepest feelings when we are speechless. It connects us to one another through the universal language of empathy. Its existence, though transient, is packed with more purpose than many things that last for years. It is a perfect metaphor for a meaningful life. It is not about how long you live, but about the purpose you serve and the impact you have. The tear's impact is immense. It cleanses, it protects, it heals, and it communicates. It is not a symbol of weakness, but a symbol of our capacity to feel deeply. It is a sign that we are alive, connected to the world and to each other. In a world that often encourages us to suppress our feelings, the tear is an act of rebellion. It is an honest, unfiltered truth. Perhaps it isn't the worst thing to be born as a tear. Perhaps it is an honor, to be born with such a clear and noble purpose, to serve, to heal, to express, and then to make way for the calm that follows, to be a final, fleeting masterpiece of human biology and emotion. The next time you feel a tear forming, take a moment. Don't fight it. Acknowledge its journey. It was born from a deep and powerful part of you. It served to protect you, to cleanse you, or to help you heal. And as it falls, it is fulfilling its beautiful, tragic destiny. A universe of feeling, purpose, and science, all contained in a single vanishing drop. Our world is filled with these small, hidden wonders that tell a much larger story about who we are. If you want to continue exploring the profound questions about the world around us and the universe within us, make sure to subscribe and turn on all notifications so you don't miss our next journey. Until then, stay curious and be kind to your tears. They are a part of you.